Well, here we go. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, or not Thursday, I should say Wednesday morning. Just a little bit past 9 o'clock. I'm here at the hospital again for another test for 10 o'clock. I was actually called in yesterday. I had a test yesterday for my heart, which they said it looks good for now. And we're finalizing a report for the doctors themselves. I have to go back in this morning. This time is for my lungs this time around, so I'm going to take a look to see what they're going to see. They told me not to take any medication this morning, just for the fact that they wanted to make sure everything's okay. And I'm going to find out once I get in. Hopefully everything will be fine and it'll be satisfactory. And at the same time, I'm going to check with them this morning if I can speak with a nutrition specialist in regards to losing some weight as well. I'm using a little application that deals with helping me keep track of my calories and all that. So hopefully with that there, I'll be able to see the nutritionist and show her what I've been eating for food as my intake since from Saturday on until today, or until I see them, and that way they'll get an idea of what I've been taking in as for food. So at this point, as soon as I get in, it's just basically a wait until the appointment comes. So I'm hopefully going to see what's going to happen this morning over there. Plus, I have an interview tomorrow morning. Hopefully they won't book me for another test tomorrow or exam tomorrow, because at this point I cannot shift around the appointment for the interview tomorrow. If they do, then I'm going to be really annoyed. But at the same time, I'm going to have to find a way of getting around it if they do another call in like that. So bear with me. I'm going to go inside, take a look, and I'll be right back, and we'll figure out what else to do. Okay? So bear with me in mind. I'll be right back. Anyhow, so that was it for the test for my lungs and all that. Everything went well. As for the test itself, which she's going to prepare the report for the doctor itself. Also, they verified my height and weight, and I lost about 37 pounds. So I was originally 378 pounds before when I came in at the hospital. I'm down to 341 right now, so that's a good sign. 37 pounds lost. What's going to happen now is I still have 2 other tests that I have to probably come back for on the May 5th and May 6th, and also for the thing there for my sleep apnea, which is going to be in June. The other thing I'm going to have to do for now is make an appointment with my doctor to see a nutritionist for that, and be able to come back and speak with them in regards for eating healthier and all that. So in regards to that, I still have to go see my local doctor, which may be in a couple of months in regards to that. Hopefully that by then I'll have a detailed thing there what I've been eating for the nutritionist, and we'll be able to actually see what's actually happening there. So right now I'm going to head back home, grab something to eat. It's almost lunchtime here, and continue on with my day for job searches and all that. And hopefully it'll be a better day today. Hopefully I'll hear something soon in regards to another job position elsewhere, and also the interview tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at this other place that I have. Okay? So until then, I'm going to let you guys go for now. I'm going to be back later on to do some more recordings. I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be posted up today, hopefully, and I'll be back soon. Okay? Okay, it is Wednesday afternoon. It's around just a little bit past 4 o'clock, and got everything done that I had to do. Trying to get in contact with my doctor that has his office in where I live, and right now he's not available. He's actually still on vacation until next Monday. So what's going to happen is more likely on Monday of next week, I'm going to be making a call to his office there to book an appointment to see a nutritionist. So I'm going to speak with him in regards to it, in order to help me out, in order to lose the weight and all that. So at this point, I'm very happy to say that, like I had mentioned earlier on, that I actually did lose some pounds, going from 378 down to 341. 37 pounds, that's quite a bit in 2 weeks. That was at the hospital there. So, and that's with cutting out all the chocolates and all that I had, and the Coca-Cola as well. And even though I want to be able to drink, soda and all that, which is a lot better than drinking beer and drinking a lot of wine, And I used to deal with a lot of Sleeman beer a long time ago when I was younger, especially in the distribution centers. I'd never let, I liked it up to one point, drinking beer, okay, yeah, here and there, once in a while. But when you deal with it on a daily basis, it kind of turns your stomach, and you turn away of wanting to have a bottle of beer or drinking alcohol, period. But still, I still drink, a glass of wine, half a glass of wine here and there, or the rare occasion of having, a bottle of beer. I'm not going to say no. But when I do, it's within reason. And if I know if I'm going to be staying, let's say, at home, as an example, I may have maybe one or two bottles, but not that much. And even then, I find that when I drink alcohol, I have a hard time sleeping. So, in cases like that, I'm better off not having any beer. Even though it makes some people very sleepy and very, not me, just as the opposite. I tend to stay awake. I don't know why it's like that for my system, but it's just that. As for the little application I've been using, it looks to be very good. I have no complaints about that. There's still a learning curve in using it, and entering in the foods that are around the house. It's not much a big deal per se, because for the fact is at least I'm trying to maintain, at least taking a look at what I'm eating in. As for food, and that's one thing, it gives me a visual of what I'm actually taking in, so I can actually say to myself, okay, for lunch, instead of having instead of having, let's say as an example, a full, instead of using, like, as an example, 2 pieces of rye bread that I like to eat, I'll probably have just one. One slice of rye bread, cut in half, a little bit butter, and put the cold cuts on. Put some cold cuts in there, and a slice of cheese if I can. And I've noticed one thing too, is like even for lunch today, as an example, and I'll probably more likely introduce this to in the review of the software I'm doing and that I'm actually working on or working with, is that there's a lot of calories in cheese, especially in Swiss cheese. So, and we're not talking about like the Kraft singles. We're talking the true cheeses and things like that, and also the foods. So I'm trying to eat proportionally, and I'm trying to keep everything under 2,000 calories per day. Like an example, you'll see as an examples when I do the actual review of the software, I'll show you some of the stuff that I've been entering in on that sheet, on that application. And it's very interesting to see what I actually take in on a meal per meal basis. It's just one of those things that you never know or never knew, and everybody enjoys eating healthy and all that, and sometimes we tend to overdo it for each of us, and that's what we should try to avoid doing, is overeating, because I know even for myself I tend to eat up quite a bit, quite hefty. But now, because I'm going to be trying to lose weight and bring that down, and then try to also at the same time eventually start doing some exercise to bring the weight down even more, I'm going to probably more likely try to balance out eating a little bit more and then still trying to stay satisfied in regards to it. So there's a lot of relearning and redoing of stuff, especially to keep healthy. Now, I know I was speaking with a friend of mine where he was explaining when he had seen the nutritionist that I was listening to him intently, and most of the stuff, like the information that the nutritionists have, are also dated way back from the older books. So in that sense, not to put the nutritionists down, believe you me, they're doing the best interest, but some of the information may be too old that our ideal
height and weight ratio should be more up to date. Okay, instead of saying, as an example, being 5'10", I'm supposed to be weighing 175 pounds. I don't think I'll be able to go down to 175 pounds. I'll look bulimic. I'll look like I'll be needing some help. So, more or less, for myself personally, if I can bring myself down to 250 pounds, I should be more than okay. And if I can maintain it at 250 pounds, and then just keep doing some exercise to keep me at that weight level, I'll be fine. And I'll truly be fine with, exercising, even if it's just doing weight training, just to be able to bring down the weight and not gain any muscle. Because I know at one point when I was doing weight training, it was actually to remove fat and change that fat into muscle. I'm not going to go for the muscle part about it. I'm just going to try to use the weight training to bring down the fat. If I can do that along with dieting, I should be fine. That's my main goal with the weight training. My parents always say, "Oh, why don't you do walking first?" I'd rather do something that I enjoy doing, like weight training, because I've done it in the past. I've done it when I was in college. I used to do it about 5 days a week, twice at home, and then three times during the week at the gym there. So I had a set of weights at home that I was able to use and do my weight training at. So that's the best thing I can use for myself, and I personally like. And I know my parents will not understand that personally, but that's the way I would like to go with it. And I know my parents are going to say, "Oh, you should be walking this and that." They can suggest until they turn blue in the face. It's not going to happen. I'd rather do it the way I enjoy doing it, and that's with weight training. So give me a few moments here. Just going to check something out here. Anyhow, back to where I was beginning at. Anyhow, at any rate, that's what I'm going to be doing for my weight training and all that. And for dieting, once I get to see the nutritionist and bring in what I've eaten so far, it'll be a lot easier for the dietitian to take a look to see where I should make the changes, how drastic, so on and so forth. So with that there, I'm hoping that everything will go well in regards to it, and everything should be fine afterwards. Once I can bring the level down to within acceptable levels, I'll be fine. And I'll be a lot healthier too on top of it. And once I can get that done and get the appropriate exercise, it'll be a lot easier for me to maintain it afterwards. And I'd rather do it that way and keeping my weight down and all that. Now I'm going to try to stick to this for good, as a lifelong way of keeping up to date, or at least keeping my weight down for good. And hopefully they won't be bitching and complaining like crazy, saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be eating this, you shouldn't be eating that, oh, try this, try that." I'll be more likely to say, "Try this, trust me." At any rate, so what I'm going to probably do next is let you guys go for the time being. I'd just rather get this vlog up and ready and let everybody know what's exactly happening. Tomorrow's going to be a big day tomorrow. I'm actually heading into Montreal to have that interview. The person I'm actually meeting actually suggested that since I was actually at another financial institute, I was working for Manulife, and she had another opening somewhere else, which she thought maybe I can do, and I took a look. I said, sure, why not? So I'll be going in more likely for that there, and taking a look in to see what's exactly happening. If so, then it'll be a good bonus for me. That probably would be the best bet scenario for it. And besides that, it'll be fun doing that type of work, because at least with that there, I'll have a more permanent, a more stable job. Most other places I've looked for, the pay rate is so low. I mean, even at my former company that I used to work for, Focus/Fusion BPO, They were having a technical support position, and it's like, oh yeah, it's $13.50 hour, 40 hours a week. No thanks, not with them. It's bad enough I already went with them one time before, working with them for Home Depot for about just a little bit over a year before Home Depot decided to bug out or cancel the contract with them, and then finding out that the other jobs that they had there were only part-time jobs, and even the one when I was working with at Home Depot was only part-time. It was never a full-time position, and I wasn't making any money with them working at the pay rate that they were giving us. At least now with this position that I'm hoping to going in for will be more lines within acceptable levels of $19 an hour, if not better, and it's a full 40-hour work week, so I'm going to be happy with that as well. So ladies and gents, I'll call this for now. I'll see everybody more likely tomorrow. I'll be definitely doing a small mini vlog going into Montreal, going back out, and whatever else I can think of to be able to make it a little bit fun tomorrow. And that way everybody gets to see what's actually happening in my life. Hopefully everything will be good for the better, and hopefully I'll be starting a new position soon. So folks, till then, if you like my videos, click on the like button. If you're new to my channel here, please click on subscribe, and write a comment or two if you really like it. Just give me some feedback, even if it's just to say hello and say you're just new to the channel and you like to be able to, chat, chew the fat, as they so say in English, and have a good time. Till then, folks, have a great day, and see you next time.